Hello everybody, my name is Suede, and welcome to the Modern CTON Tournament Playoffs. So if you don't know, the playoffs will be two games, just two CTONs with 7 players in them. And we'll do the same point system, like first place gets 6 points, second place gets 5 points, etc. And then after the end of the 2 games, whoever has the most points just wins the tournament. If there's a tie break, there's the tie, which there a good chance that there is, then the tiebreaker is who did better in the play-in section, like the first round of the tournament. Yeah, so the situation right here is we had some scheduling issues with some players. So Egypt had 2 short notice cancellations. So we replaced them with a sub for this game. That's Byzantine Fire, and Obi just didn't show up at all. So Kyla was actually awarded a spot in playoffs. He was 1 point away from making playoffs. So now he is just in playoffs. And we may allow Cheeze or Obi to participate in game 2 of the playoffs, but we'll see. And if they do, they're not going to get any points from this game. Even if they're sub, Byzantine Fire gets some points himself. Of course, this is, for Byzantine Fire, this is just a normal ladder game. Okay, great. So let's look at the spawns here. We have 7 players. Saber, these are the people who qualified. We had an issue. People did either really well or really poorly. So Saber won 1 game, then went on a ski resort vacation this next week, and he somehow made playoffs. And yeah, Ztat is, of course, Rabdag, Halu, Halu a little less, but Carlot definitely deserved their place in playoffs. So let's take a look at the governments that people have chosen so far. We're going to look at Brazil is equality. That is Halu. China is equality. Saber. Saber pretty much only plays equality. Nigeria is tradition, a favorite definitely of Rabdag. Pakistan is order, as Dati's playing order again. Israel order. Australia order. And Egypt order. Okay, so we got 1 tradition, 4 orders, and then two equalities. That's a nice little mix there. Yeah, like with a map like this, I don't expect anyone to be playing freedom, so... Oh, this is why Carlot was whining. Yeah, I pretty much have to play... Maybe this is playable equality on this patch. Oh, interesting choice from Biz. And that's an interesting choice too. He doesn't actually have any... Oh, this is... I like this play quite a bit. Yeah. So what this means is he can flex the deer over to Sydney, and then he can just chop the sugar north of Canberra, and that'll give him 5 food per turn of Canberra. Great, so that's a cool way of doing things. And it gets him the canal city and a freshwater city, which for your capital, freshwater does not matter because your palace acts as an aqueduct. But for the second city, it's not the most important thing. I would still value food, shields, and yeah, proximity to capital more importantly. But it's up there definitely, especially for order, which gets 5 military police, so they basically draft for free. So yeah, this is Carlot here. Makes sense as order. This is a bit of an interesting quality. Halu definitely leans towards equality. It's interesting that you can see the players definitely preferring and maining certain governments. Zdatis has been pretty comfortable on order this tournament. I think he had an equality game, but his best showing was on order, definitely. Byzantine Fire loves... This is his playstyle in every government, in every scenario. Sorry, he either like goes for like an... If the game limit is long enough, he'll go for like a 100-unit doom stack or something, but if that's not the case, then typically what he does is he plays very aggressively. So he likes to get in your face early and just make you miserable and unable to play the game, if not outright dead. So he's actually on the ladder. He's like number 5 or number 6 right now in Modern. So it's lucky we got such a skilled sub, and he'll definitely throw some wrenches into the gears this game. Okay, Kyle with the order here. I think tradition would have been fine too, but order's a good choice. Kyle had a decent showing on it in game 6 of the, sorry, game 5, I believe, of the first round of the tournament. Yeah, and I don't like this. I probably would have gone order or quality here. Maybe like a turtley freedom would actually work. Tradition would be my last choice. So the reason for that is that order and equality do get bonuses. In the current patch, they get bonuses to harbor offshore. One thing that's been made clear from this tournament is that probably offshore equality does need some nerfs. Oh, what the fuck? Wow. Okay. Well, this is what you can do. So, of the two maps for the finals, I'll say I don't think we'll. Oh, there is a good chance. Wow, what the fuck? Rabdag actually pops. He's tradition, and this is pretty far away, so I don't know what he'll be able to do with this. But he did pop. Looks like Ztat is playing more defensively with his stuff here. But yeah, like when I generate the maps, the other map is like normal and fine, but this map was the low shield, low like crappy starts map. So generally everybody has pretty crappy starts here. Especially the players who spawn alone on an island. So this is kind of garbage. This is kind of garbage. You got 2 bananas, and that's your only bonus food, unless you walk super far. And this is... I like this a lot. I love these... you might notice I've made a lot of these in the tournament, or allowed these maps to be played. I think what happened was the player on this continent spawned over here, and I was like, no, that's too good. Let's put him up here in this little peninsula. Yeah, so these are all crap in different ways, definitely. I guess these two are kind of similar. Although this player has res, like they have coal aluminum. Here you got uranium if you walk like 7 from your cap. So you're kind of short on your... So yeah, what Saber decided to do, like he walked 2 this way. This is... I do like this play where you airdrop your settler, and then you can put your second city wherever you want it to be. That was actually the intention when I made the government. People did other things. But the intention was if you had bad land, you could just fuck off. And that's what he's done. I do think this is a much better city if he had scouted that. He probably did. It's not a very big island that he's on. But this does instantly secure him res, right? There's no contest. He did not have res before. And now he has coal. And coal uranium is sub-cruises. And coal is just a very... Like, of all the res to have on its own, coal is good. And then it has some synergy with uranium because you get sub-cruises. And you can build a nuke sub, of course, with uranium. You can build the cruiser with coal, which can actually hold a sub-cruise. Oh, wow. Looks like Halu is popped too. Okay. Feeling kind of sorry for Kyla right now. But whatever. Okay. Looks like Rab is walking this home. Ztat does spot this. So I wonder if Rabdag's going to feel some pressure to plant something crappy or to like go on a rescue mission. But no, he actually goes for the settler at a cap. Interesting. Okay, he went for the harbor in Kano, actually. Which if he was like equality, I'd understand because I would give him the border expand. He does need it to grow 1 per turn here. Yeah, like here you had to play this. Otherwise, your second city couldn't grow 1 per turn. Now, if you did order, you ordered 10 shield harbor, you can just chop that out real quick. And then at least with like tradition equality, you do get +1 culture in the present patch. So you would slowly get these whales, which is a good thing to have, and extra score. But no, he just straight up went for the harbor. And now he has to do the 30 shield granary on top of that to grow 1 per turn. So this is going to be a slow opening build from Rab. Yeah. One thing I like about the airdrop build is you can take your time to make up your mind, right? Because I think it's like turn 1902 you come out of anarchy, 1903 your airport's up, and that's where you can airdrop. And the game starts 1900, not 1901. So you can actually do like walk 1, 2, and then back here. Yeah. If I remember correctly, you can walk 2 tiles and then back. So like you can take some time to make up your mind. Like, do I want to do the airdrop here? Am I going to find something? Like, if you don't find anything better, you don't have to. Yeah. So it's not you don't have to commit right at the start of the game, which with other cheese plays you do, and it offers you some flexibility. Okay. Yeah. Halu will be vulnerable here. I'll say, not too much from the west. There's a bit of a dead zone around the 5-6 columns, but from Kyle and from Carlot and Saber's not too far away. Now, Byzantine Fire and Ztat are both kind of isolated here on the southern side of the map, which most people aren't. So maybe they'll have some interactions with each other, or maybe they'll sail north and do stuff there. Now, notice most of these players do not have a lot of res. 2 here. 2 here. Although Kyle has to be careful to secure this one. With Rio where it is, there's no guarantee there. 1, although with his play, he has secured this res right here. 1, 2, they're kind of far, but there's 2, and then this player has 2 immediately. Iron over here. Rubber, like, at that point, you might as well just be voting for your res, right? Okay, Carlot has gone for the troop transport. So this is a play I've been known to do, is that I'll slave the granary in the second city if it's high food, and then if I have like 5 shields in the box, I'll just like quickly slave out the troop transport. And especially if you have your king there for military place, like the unhappiness is not really an issue. If you, for the rest of the game, you keep it low. Sorry, for the next 15 turns, if you do like worker settler and don't let the pop get too high, the unhappiness won't bother you. And that lets you have like your cap can not be interfered from drafting, not be interfered from getting units, and not be interfered from just doing its development, like getting, as order, you'd probably want factory, maybe CCTV, maybe units if you're going for an early rush. Yeah, but one build I've actually, like when I have this high food tile in the second city, I imagine that's what he's doing, is what I'll do is I'll first go just in 2 turns, just slave the library. Library's 20 shields, you can just slave it out real quick. +1 happiness, get culture. The science doesn't do too much, although you do have some bonus commerce here. But mostly the border expand score, and the happiness, it like pays for itself in terms of happiness. Because as order, it can actually be awkward getting the border expand in your second city. Like you don't really want to do propaganda in second city. Propaganda is like 17 culture, it's 45 shields. You slave a lot for it. It's mostly you do it in cities that have a lot of food but are super corrupt, because order is prone to corruption. But yeah, so if you get the library there, that's quick. And then that gives you some time while you're like slaving the library. It gives you time to get your worker moves out. You probably don't need a ton of worker moves if you have the deer, because you instantly have 1 per turn growth. And then you can just plant a forest if you don't have one, and then chop it. Wow, going for a worker join, actually. I guess he sees the border here. And Kyle also is going for the single troop ship too. He's kind of getting fucked here. Oh god, Kyle is the absolute bad luck Brian of this tournament. In a bunch of different ways. I hope he doesn't lose the worker. But yeah, I like the worker. This seems like a good build. I'll get some spies on people. I don't want to miss the action, obviously. We'll see if they call their plays. But yeah, that is just straight up 25 points. If you like, for a situation like that, I'd be pretty confident that I could get that. I think that's worth doing, joining the worker there. Like, this is not the kind of start where you need a ton of workers or settlers, at least not in the long run, because you're kind of hamstrung by the shape of the land. So getting quick 25 points, getting the upper hand on your enemy, could help you out, definitely. Now, is that Kyle landing? Oh, he said Who's landing? Or did he say end of turn, next turn? Okay. So this is the thing that... Oh, is he going to get cock-blocked by the Explorer? Yeah, I think Halu's got one in Rio. And if he has to like draft next turn, I would probably give that to Kyle. I think he can get the attack off first. Yeah, oh, he's going to get a frigate, but it's going to come too late. Yeah, so Kyle will get this off. He will be Halu will be distracted. He should be able to, like, before Halu drafts and airlifts, he should be able to declare war and attack. Like, the declaration of war prompt is a pain in the butt, but yeah, not so much of an issue here. No, Kyle is just straight up gonna fuck or gonna save Halu here. Okay, we'll see the execution from Kyle, because if Kyle's too early, then Halu could just change production to a partisan, and then Kyle is completely shut down here. That's why I don't like going for early frigates. It's too... Hope you're ready. Don't go to her. Go, Carlot. Wow, what the fuck? That's a lot of shit. Okay, 25 for Kyle. Oh, all caps. Damn, okay. And he had like 3 workers. It's not like he joined any... Like, Carlot joined a worker, so Kyle is way ahead right now. I just guess because like he just planted on the spot, right? And then he had the sugar in his cap. That was a good choice. Some people like they fish for the best thing. Well, you did settler. Rabdag did settler. Saber, if I know him, he's probably doing factory here. Although he's gonna get fucked by barbs. I wonder if Salvador is in trouble. Actually, I can check Salvador. He was size 2. I think he slaved. Oh, no, he did worker. No, yeah, it's just worker. So again, now he has to draft. I would probably just let Salvador go honestly. Does he have another? Wow, oh, he does. Shit. Halu got fucked. Carlot. Kyle's like, oh, you took the cities from me. If Kyle could have, it's too late for Kyle. But if he like only attacked with 1, I wouldn't have done that. I would just stack attack always in case. But he could actually land São Paulo end of turn right now. Oh no, he's just fucking off. Oh, he's going for Saber. Yeah, but I believe Carlot did this turn, so yeah, but next turn you can just get on the boat and move the boat in. And even if the unit is in the boat, it will still get out of the boat and defend the cities. It works the same way with convoys. So yeah, Halu just went too greedy. Like, he had the pop city and went for a settler when he was boatable from a bunch of different angles. And just like shit like this. If you see this, that means a player can get an explorer here and potentially has vision of your city. Same thing with, like, if you're, obviously pretty obvious now, but if you're Kyle and you go here and you see this, you should think there might be a player here. So if I put a city here, I might alert a player without noticing that I'm alerting a player. Okay, Byzantine Fire going for frigate. Looks like a more conservative macro build. I'd love to check on some of these builds in a sec. Kyle, don't like that he got Haifa down to size 1. Oh, if he just attacked, he could have actually maybe got that back. It's too late now, man. Yeah, good. Kill the barb. Farm the promotion. If you get a radar, I wonder what Halu did in cap. Wonder if he was doing like factory while all this was going on. That sounds like a very Halu build. No, he got Colosseum. I guess maybe he bailed out of the factory. Colosseum's actually good here. Because he can just draft forever. Yeah, I'm not going to say that this is giving King. He's protecting the workers. King can retreat. Yeah, it's about a 50-50. If you discount the retreating factor, it's slightly favored for Australia. But like killing like one partisan here would be really good for Halu. And based on his movement of the partisan, I think that he saw Carlot put the boat in the city. So, oh, he might have slaved something. Let's see. I don't think he could maybe slave a partisan. That was like a size 4 city he took. Oh, I need a spy first. He got artillery. That's what he slaved. He can still retreat. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I don't blame that for Halu, right? Like, he can play to live, but playing for live does not get him place him any higher, unless he gets really lucky and someone just immediately dies. Like getting one of those units out of the city would be a big deal for Halu, so I don't blame him for putting the king there. Okay, let's reload. Okay, everybody, we are back after our reload. So, to clear things up, if you missed it, what happened was Carlot took this city, he took Sao Paulo, and then he killed Halu's king. So, that gives Carlot plus 75 points. Kyle, on the other hand, took this city and gets plus 25 points. So, currently, the point race is actually... Kyle isn't in second even. Carlot's in first, definitely. Rabdag, it seems to be, is not... Oh, no. Kyle is ahead of Rabdag by 5 points or so. Oh, no. 7? I can't do math today. Anyway, he's putting these back on the boat. Kyle is actually roading in this direction. I wonder if he can deny the scouting. He should definitely move up his militia. If he lands in a turn, he could... I think he's going to try to get the worker... That would be an airbase with a road leading towards Kyle. Hope you get this out. Kyle? Did he catch you sleeping? Oh! Damn. Okay, smooth stuff. I'm going to plant another city. Yeah, just in case they need that for popping math. And then bombards this road. Interesting. He's got a second boat heading in this direction. Kyle, you're going to try to go all the way around? I guess he doesn't know the layout here, but it doesn't look like you're going to get much done to Kyle. Now, I love the 1 per turn militia coming out from Kyle. He is 100% safe. He can now... If he got the out of war there, he should be going for factory and cap. But otherwise, he should be drafting every turn. I'd probably draft every turn for a little bit anyway. I guess less if you're slaving the factory. That'd be a lot of unhappiness, the combination between the two. He is going for his factory. Good. Oh, he went very quickly for the O Experiments Part 1. So he will get a mini-cruise eventually. That's nice. Sorry, I didn't check for units. I guess that was my intention. Oh yeah, plenty. And in fact, that's the maximum amount of happy faces you can get. So I can see why he's not slaving, I'd probably take one out and put it in Haifa. You could just clean this up. Like, you have enough units to clean it up. Don't let him fuck with you like that. I like how he does have naval control over this bay, so he can leave Sao Paulo empty. This is a good play by Carlot. I don't think he's going to get much here, but in principle, it's good. Israel on the Chinese. Yeah, that's not going to get much done. And you let him scout you here. Yeah, just take... You're already at war, but get the free explorer, man. Oh, and he loses the worker. That's... No, don't do that. Don't do that. If he gets the worker, he has a unit there, and then if he has a unit there to get defensive bomber, he has to commit a second. Kill these units. Don't just... This is why you have the units around. Just kill. Good. Great. Explorer, that's a good start. Who does have a sub? That is a cockbag play. That is what personally I'd say Saber plays. I thought it was just for me though. I thought I was special because typically I'm like usually winning the games where I'm like the big dog in the lobby. One or the other, right? Either I'm the big dog or I'm in the lead. And he just turtles really hard in a way that like could get him killed at home. But yeah, like if you kill these, oh god, just take 5 drafts, kill them. Like put a radar tower down if you need. You need more workers, but that's a separate issue. Don't let them just like get an airbase on you and hang out. Now he... Okay, it looks like that failed. Yeah, like he can't do that. He just is... The game will not let him do that. Sorry, the game will let him do that. But like if you killed this, you'd have a unit on this tile and he can't do that. He'd have to be bombarding from one tile back and he gets this road. Who cares? Losing one of these would be like a crater there. Would not be great. The one thing here, Rab, is you can go multiple different angles. Oh, and you can get cruisers. Yeah, you got coal for cruiser. Cruiser cannot see invisible units, but they will at least protect your galleon. Like, because of stealth attack, it will target the troop transport, but you still get defensive bombard, which, because of a bug, is very strong in multiplayer. In fact, if these are just nuke subs, you could probably just kill them with vet frigates. If you're just one per turning these frigates. If you can find the sub, that is. Nothing in Ashdod. Probably good. I mean, I can't say whether it's a good play in general, but given the map state right now, that is very lucky. Ztat in a boring frigate war over here with Byzantine fire. Byzantine fire is loading up, though. Wonder where he's headed. Okay, here's Carlot with the attack. Oh no, that's next turn, I guess. Really? Oh my god. That's fucked up, man. And now he's pissed. No, put a radar tower down. Don't fuck around. Put a radar tower down. Okay, that's got to be my new slogan for modern and future. Like, if you had a radar tower down already, you would have probably dealt some damage. There you go. There's the radar tower. Okay. And just attack into him. Militia assured to soak up defensive bombard. That's fine. Wow, it actually just kills him outright. Good. And then he should be fine in Tel Aviv. Like, as long as he's, like, not literally sleeping. 1, 2, 3, 4. He can actually land this tile. I don't know if he would know to do that. But if Kyle doubles the artillery or something, then that will work. And leaves Haifa empty. Looks like he's going for the cap. Okay. Stop it. There's a hotkey for like take you to the last interaction, but yeah, I think Kyle's king was probably in there too, so it looks like he was fine either way. So that's good. Looks like you missed your chance. He walks the artillery away. But you should have prio, like you should. He didn't. I don't think he stopped doing his factory throughout all that. Let's see, Tel Aviv. Yeah, great. Oh, he's chopping the factory, I guess. Oh, good play. I like it. I probably want more workers if you're doing that. Like you can just one per turn them in Haifa. And I hope he went for. I wonder in Ashdod. Oh, he has the ground. Good, nice. I would just slave a factory right now. Oh, slaving troopship. For propaganda. Okay, yeah, get some units in. So let's score. Good. Yeah, I like that. Great. And he can work his way. He's working west again. Interesting. But I like how he caught the underrush there. So you see what he did. He had 3 pop. That's chain slaving. Or it's not an underrush, that's chain slaving. Rushes troop transport for 25, and then rushes propaganda, which is 45. Ztat working mostly with partisans here. He's got a lot of drafts. I like that. You know, he actually has 2 drafting cities. Looks like Rab did eventually. Oh my god! Now his tiles are being bombarded. Holy shit! Fucking Saber is just got trash at home and is like investing everything into making Rab's life miserable. Okay. I like getting. This was actually a smart play. He can't have seen that at the start of the game. Maybe he saw the outline actually, because you could see that tile. But getting himself this coal here actually also secures himself the aluminum. Aluminum, uranium, coal. That'll get you Aegis Cruiser. That would make. I'll get you stealth fighter. Just get a bunch of things that would make Rab miserable. And then coal, aluminum is nothing. But you do get mini cruises in case sub cruises were not good enough. In some cases. Oh, I wonder. Oh, he's blocking him. This is genius. Well done, Kyle. Nice. I should be doing worker settler in Haifa. I don't know. Did you do some others like a library? He had a long out of war. He's probably doing units. I wouldn't be surprised to see a barracks there. Yeah. Oh, that should be that should be 1 per turn. That should be 5 shields per turn. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. But it's on its own on paper. He should have hit that benchmark at least. I don't know why he's not making use of it. And why did he go there? Yeah. Okay. Looks like he scouted around, didn't really find what he was looking for. Doing a bit of island hopping soon, I hope. Not a lot of island hopping from people. Yeah, like I think the lesson with the sub here thing is send out explorers at least. Yeah, just do like a quick getaway. Good. Yeah, he doesn't have any units in a transport. He's got marines actually. I wonder if forcing Rab onto the coast tiles will leave his cities in a weakened state. I would unload that while you can. Okay, well, let's do a revenge. Nope. Still no. Okay, so 2 nuke subs, actually. But not a lot of units. Just the 1 Marine we see and 3 partisans and a militia. Okay, so there's that. Rab with more, 13 units, but with not to one. I don't think it'll be vulnerable to 1 Marine. Pakistan order. Only 7 units from Kyle. That's okay. That's all he really needs. And he has some key buildings now. He does need more workers and more settlers, though. He's followed behind in terms of his expansion. He does have the 3rd grand now, so he can take his time to catch up. Maybe hook some res. Coal, rubber, oil. Gets you battalions. Chinook. Yeah, it gives you some good stuff. I'm going to save that. Oh, what happened? Oh! Okay. Killed the frigate at least, so the bombardment will stop. And this is just a reg marine. What is he doing in his cap? Is he still doing subs in his cap? I wonder if he's scouted around with the subs enough to know that Rab... What happened to his oil? Oh, fighter per turn. What happened here? Did he just go back? He didn't unload anything. Troop transport is somewhere. Looks like he just poked his head up north. And he sees... I think he should see the oil at least. So he knows what the target is. But if he sees the oil, he could just... Like, one thing you can do in Modern is you can just put down an airbase and airdrop a settler onto the oil. Okay, Kyle has seized the artillery and is bombarding Sao Paulo. I wonder if Sao Paulo is weak. Is going settler. I would like to see more workers from Kyle. Probably was not the best place to put the radar tower. One militia. 1 militia and a partisan. Oh. I think you could have won that one, man. Okay, 25. Carlot. Because that would heal to full. There's not an insignificant chance that you would just get that if you tried. Sorry, I'm getting Discord pings. I'm gonna close that. Okay, 1 per turn vet partisans out of his cap. It's nice. And he does have Sao Paulo now. So that should get him priority over the aluminum. If you can... I don't think it'll be hard right now to hold the city. Although, what has Carlot been doing at home? Didn't build... He had 2 boats. He didn't build any more. He has 2 units. I guess they're in that other boat because I don't see anything here. Draft! Okay, fucking Christ, man. Literally, if you're size 7 in order, just draft. Unless you have 5 units in the city and you're not going to take them out, just draft. It's just a free unit. I've told this to people before, but as an order player, you are the owner of a prestigious vineyard. You are putting a great effort and you have invested a lot of capital into having these grapes in your yard, in your orchard. Pluck the grapes. Pluck the grapes from the vine. Okay? Don't just let them wither on the vine. Take them. So much capital, so much this is what it's like to play order, right? One of the things you get as this government is that you can draft for basically for free. If you do not draft for free, if you choose not to draft, then you're just losing one of the bonuses of the government. Like, basically, when it comes to unit production early in the game, this is a lot of how it's balanced. Order can draft a bunch. Tradition can draft a bunch. Equality gets bonus production from the airport, and Freedom can buy stuff if they get their buildings online. And that's how it's balanced. That's just like the TLDR of how Modern is balanced in terms of producing stuff early game. Different factions have, or the different governments have different bonuses late game, but in the early game, that's basically how the balance works. Oh, I don't know if there's anything in Ztat's boat. Ztat has like quietly grown up to like a significant threat here. I wonder if what kind of buildings he has. There's a possibility that he got locked into wartime pretty early. Okay, finally. He does have his factory. Yeah, I would work on joining some workers here. Like, you could be one per turning these subs. If you give up like 4 workers or 3 in the forest tile over there, you can do sub per turn. It'd probably have to be 4 actually. But yeah, workers are cheap. Just do that. Okay. Carlot is making a play towards this iron. I like this. Building some cities. He's a like. I would say of all the players on the map, he's the one who probably should not be playing like this because of his setup. He can be boated from every different angle. He's kind of missing vision from some key angles. Lots of workers coming from Kyla. I love this. Good. You should have built those earlier, but doing it a little late is next best thing. But yeah, like what happens is like if you lose one of these cities, you're giving them a canal, and you just like cut yourself in half. Like you can't reinforce Perth if you lose Melbourne. In fact, yeah, like if you lose Perth, if he sees that or if you lose Melbourne, if he sees that Perth is empty, like I imagine maybe he has infantry. If he has infantry, he could do it all in one turn. He could take both those cities in one turn, landing on the horse or something. Let's check before shit hits the fan. Okay, factory, hospital. Ugh, God. Fine. Ugh, I don't like it. Size 7. I don't think you're gonna have enough workers here to join to the city to get to size 13. B8, 9. Double troop ship. Did he already do it? I think Kyle had a galleon and now he does not. Yeah, I guess Saber sunk it. Okay, there he goes, Dad. Oh, stop calling it the turn before you do it. Okay, please. Okay, I wonder if these, like, have fighters been an issue here? Okay, looks like I read that right. Okay, Rabdag has some cruisers out. Good for you, Rab. He successfully has regained some sort of naval control. He can't see the subs, but cruisers are like 12-11 attack and defense, and subs are like nuke subs are like 8-4. So attack or defense, he should win combat versus these subs. Now Aegis would be a different story, but Benin's. Why is that first on the list? Did he rename it or something? Yeah. Okay. He actually does have the coal plant. I think he stayed out of wartime that whole time. Impressive restraint. So now he has something to show for it, and he is one per turning these. He actually has a decent number of workers. Let's do a worker check. Who built the most workers? Carlot, 3 workers. Not enough workers, man. China, 6 workers. Oh, I probably should not be saying this because I kind of spoiled what was going to happen. Like, someone might have expected, oh, someone's going to make a play end of turn next turn. And Carlot actually does defend himself now. I wonder if I gave that away by accident. Did he land the start of turn? Yeah. Pollution on the mountain. About to cruise and marine Jaws. Interesting. Oh, he can cruise it from Beijing. I guess he was just doing fighter just for the recon there. Very slow and calculated. I guess like when you have that naval priority from the subs, you can just like take your time to set things up. Bit of a waste of shields here doing marine, but it works. Bet he wishes he has rubber. So far, no one has gone for any island cities. Why do people play like this? Oh my god. Okay. Kyle's got the rubber at least. And he actually seizes the canal here for what that's worth. Oh. Oh, just size 1. Clean. Rab's not too bothered by that. Middle of turn, yeah. I don't know what happened with the cruiser. I wonder if the cruiser got cruised. Or if he slammed into a nuke sub. Better pray you're not about to get marined here. You can take these units off these hills, especially this one. Who gives a shit? Fun fact, you can actually be cratered and polluted in a single tile, and you don't clean them both up at once. You have to do 2 different worker jobs to clean them both up. But it's not like you can use the tile at the moment, so it wouldn't really be high priority for me. Now, if he can get some cruiser, like if he could do cruiser per turn and like start bombarding this, he could have actually done quite a bit onto Saber. And he has a cruiser out. Yeah, like the players, I do everything I can to like actually make them play the islands, but they're just not doing it. Like just do a troop transport at the start, and you can just pick all the islands and get all the huts, right? If you're behind on expansion, you'll get free settlers. If you're not, well, you'll know what's out there and have best information for how to convert your lead. Okay, Biz is actually popping some of these huts. If there's anything here, he got it. Good for him. Mostly militia spam from him, though. Naked King in Canberra. Man, Saber with 1 sub cruise. I think you could do good work in CTON with that. Thank you, Saber. Kyle has not learned his lesson that he does not have control over the sea. Kyle's unit placement here is a little off to me. Thank you. Now, at this point, we have the potential for Carlot to get boated by Byzantine Fire. I wonder if Byzantine Fire is setting anything up. Let's go for a unit. 1 transport and a power cruise, mostly partisan. Oh, he's got infantry on top of that. Oh, only 5. I guess they show on top in whatever city they're in. But potentially he could have like 9. Like if you go like this and like land the horse, that'd be a devastating angle. Can't reinforce at all. Take off all the time in your world to get off the power cruise. Take his aluminum, and that would secure aluminum for yourself. And Ztat has some resources to work with here, but he's not exactly swimming in them. Okay, Rabdag now has oil, which is his very favorite resource, so we'll see what he's able to do with that. Has a second... I guess they both went in the same boat. I thought maybe that was an airdrop with the 2 settlers, but I guess he just put 2 in one boat. He can plant the iron too. So iron, oil, coal. What does that give? Oil, coal is battalion. Oil, iron is... I think nothing. It's got to be some sort of boat. No, it's nothing, but you can do carrier with iron and then bomber with coal. Iron, coal. Modern trooper, and then destroyer. So he should be just doing, like, those are 3 res that unlock naval units. So those 3 in uranium are, I think that actually might give battleship, the 3 he has. Spicy, yeah, it does. And with... No, he doesn't have mech. And Saber's kind of playing glass cannon here. He's got some naked cities. He does have naval control. I mean, I think the most important thing for him is just, like, making it so that the enemy wouldn't want to send naked galleons to you, right? You probably can't cover every single angle, but you can make them think, oh, I'm probably going to lose the galleon if I send it out. And then you can just go completely naked. Security's better than that, but bluffing it is the next best thing. Don't know what happened here. Looks like it got cleaned up. Okay, so Ztat, finally we have some people playing the islands. Good. Turn only took 30 turns. And that will be uranium for Ztat. So Ura, oil. It's fighter bomber. Not really good in a CTON. Subcruise. Yeah, and battalion. Could do a lot of work with that. Infantry for the 2-mover. So currently, Kyla, let's do a roundup of who's in what place. Currently, Carlot is 3 points ahead of Saber, if I'm reading this correctly. Kyle is not too far behind them with 211. After Kyle is Rabdag. And then in the rear we have Byzantine Fire and Ztat. Interesting that the players who spawn alone are the ones behind on points. I mean, Halu's the secret last place, and he very much did not spawn alone. But Saber, despite having the slow opening with this not that good second city, was able to catch up. Yeah, incredible how he's... I guess it's mostly the 25 points he got from shaking Joss. He's not that far ahead of Byzantine Fire or Ztat, but it feels like they have more land area. I don't know. I guess his is like strategically, like these are 2 like bonus tiles. These are bonus tiles. I think these are all bonus tiles. 3 sub-cruises. I mean, King should probably be there. I wonder if the cruisers are 2. We might miss it, but I guess that'll explain it for us. His King should be fine. He'll lose his transport. Let's see if he can watch his shit die in the city screen. That's a unique take on Civ 3 casting. He says about to. Tell me, like, middle of turn, end of turn, start of next turn. What are you doing, man? Like, last time when he did the play on Joss, we missed it because he's like, oh, soon, or whatever. Or like, I'm about to. I guess we don't know. Anyway, we've seen inside the city. We know that won't work unless he gets a god roll. I like these cruiser movements. Just checking for subs. Common position to put subs is like blockading like a single tile harbor. Oh, he did actually get the air base off. And that's annoying too. He's equality. He gets airports in all of his cities. Chinese pair. There's like a button. What is the button that... This is X, I guess. Killed Carlot galleons south of Kyla. I wonder if that's good. Do you want your allies to... Do you want your enemies to be fighting each other, or do you want them to have their stuff mysteriously disappear? I guess you don't want them taking points off each other, but this is a pretty even matchup right now. Can't even say that is a matchup. Okay, Kyle has actually really prioritized these propagandas. It looks like he's got one in Sao Paulo and one in Jerusalem. He must have gone back into wartime. But what is he working on macroing? Has he not scouted the aluminum at all, or is that just not high priority? He's got MA res. No, I feel like you can do something there. I guess maybe not as order. As order, with a start like this, I think you'd have a difficult time getting to alloys. Like Saber. Got the stack attack off. You just slamming into him with infantry? Okay. Oh my god. I guess if quality of troop does not work, quantity will work as an appropriate substitute. Okay, 25 for Rab. Now, Saber still has his cruise res, but Saber's just out of units. Like, he's kind of in an awkward position. He can probably use subs to fill in the gaps a bit. We don't see the subs, remember that. But he needs this gone. Yeah, it's a risk, definitely. Yeah, I've had it happen that why is he disbanding a partisan there? I guess he just really wants the cruise. He's got a harbor here, so he should not lose control over the uranium. Oh, Aegis. What? Did he lose? There's no way he attacked into the transport and that was the result. But the cruiser was not adjacent. Maybe Rab... Oh, Rab could easily have his own subs. That's possible. Oh, Saber's fucked. Yeah, no, Rab just has a billion shit in Chongqing, and Saber, I think, went for cruise missiles in response to this. Yeah, as Saber, if you're taking the tournament seriously, your best bet is to just turtle right now. But I don't think Rab would stop. He was a few. He was off. He did not complete the mini cruise. Like if you cruise right now, like I think you could kill the transport. That's it. Yeah, I would just do partisan per turn in your cap and draft every turn, and slowly slave. You're gonna lose uranium, but you have 2 res. You have coal, aluminum. Like with 25 points here, I think you could get 4th if you play this right. And then maybe if you're lucky, someone else will come for Rab. He was able to airlift this back to Shenzhen. Yeah. Rab, I will say though, Rab does not have cruise res. I believe if there's anything right and holy with the world, he is stuck in wartime right now. And only culture building you can do as tradition is cathedral, which would not beat the culture from the harbor. He could just like pull this out and go for like Guangzhou though. He could just like 2 cruisers, just stick it here. Stick the transport here, and then he has threat over so many cities. Yeah. I would switch off the cruise right now. Time's up. What did you build? Airlift. Wow. Rab misplayed. I guess that's another possibility. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, I can't believe Rab got the first city in the first place. He could reinforce from every single city in his empire. It's annoying. I could try to dodge the cruise. Oh, he dodged the cruise! Oh no, he cruised Chongqing. Okay. So that's not 25 points, but it is a city. Rab's down 1. Rab's down 2, actually. He lost this. He lost Josh over here. Okay. He's still low on material. I don't think I would be happy for the... don't think really either player is going to be happy with that. If Rab just like slow played it and waited for Modern Trooper, just pillaged him down. Like I think as Rab, you could like if you threaten the right cities, you can like prompt him to just to slave all his shit to garbage, and then you can just outproduce him. Like if you slow play it, I think you're guaranteed to get all 4 cities off him in the long run. So I think rushing for Shenzhen was the wrong call. Cut the uranium, you can cut his res. Yeah, I might have been about to mention this, but the one thing that Rabdag does not have is cruise missile res. So no aluminum and no uranium. You need uranium and coal for sub-cruise. So that makes hitting into infantry or into equality kind of difficult. Hitting again. I guess his transport's in Ibadan. Oh, if he didn't lose his transport, he can just rinse and repeat this. But the issue is these infantry. If Rab is attacking with infantry, then I guess we'll see. Going for cap. Again, this is mostly infantry. It's like, it's not, you're giving him promotions. It's not an effective way of attacking. And like it gives him time while you're doing these slow hits that don't do anything. You're giving him time to reinforce his stuff. And if he just had partisans, maybe you could get away with this, but no. Fighter bombing out the coal. I can draft partisans again. That might be to his benefit. Okay, Ztat is taking his time. I wonder if we're going to see like a big unload like we did the game before. Although Ztat actually got slowed down the game before because he went for Rico that game. So maybe we could expect a faster attack even. Although I don't know if his he's seeing the angle with his res. Has secured the iron for himself. So iron, oil, coal. He does have combat engineer res, which in CTONs are pretty damn good. Okay, Spice Colony. Okay, what the fuck, Biz? I guess he's... Oh my lord, this player. I was like, oh, he's played so aggressively, and now he... I see OBs do this sometimes, where if you get all your worker moves out early with order, you can switch to equality late game. You lose all the order exclusive buildings, which would be pretty much the harbor and the granary, typically. I mean, I imagine you wouldn't go out of your way to build propaganda if you know you're going to be doing this strat. But it's pretty hard to avoid building a granary or a harbor if you need it. Yeah, so you lose a couple buildings. You keep your factories, keep your libraries, which I imagine that's what he's used for the border expand. 20 turns left on the game, and he is switching governments. That's okay. But he has no res. What's the point? I mean, he's got two, like... Why? Like, are you doing like 2 turns of anarchy, and then you need an extra turn to get all your airports up as equality, which is like kind of trivial at the start of the game. But if you're doing it, wasting a whole turn on it in all your core cities, that's a pretty big deal. Anyway, so he's gonna switch, and then what's like? Can he do mini crews per turn in his cap but he can't do that as order? Like what? Yeah, like you're spending 3 turns in every city for a 25% production boost. Like I feel at that point you could just do a CCTV in 3 turns in your cap. You can just do a CCTV, which is orders plus 25% shield building and doable in wartime too. Fun fact. Carlot has secured the combat engineer res himself too. That's what the purpose of that iron plant was. And now Kyle's kind of got to watch out. He's kind of been dithering a bit. Kind of fucking around. He has... I guess he went for the order, small wonder, because he's got a size 15 cap. He did that, or he completely trolled by going for hospital. Yeah, sorry, I was mentioning this at the start, but one of the reasons I thought that Carlot was troll for going for hospital at size 7, first of all, he's at size 7. He's still not size 13. Of course, you can get like locked out of wartime, and if you're in wartime, you can't build the hospital, and so sometimes it's worth doing it early, but Order's second tier small wonder actually gives you the hospital effect on top of a bunch of other very useful stuff. So, what? What are you doing there, Carlot? Anyway, so we'll see the Super Troopers from Kyle at least. He can use that to defend Sao Paulo. Nigeria on... I guess that's just sinking a boat. Okay, yeah, so Rab and Saber were 2 of our first place candidates. But now we're going to have to reassess that, because it looks like they both weakened each other significantly. Rab is down 2, and just dumped 2 enormous stacks. 3, like, he lost most of the units he attacked Chongqing with the first time when he did take the city. And he lost another stack at Shenzhen and another at Beijing. Battalions are better on offense. So infantry 4 attack, 4 HP. Battalions are like 9 HP and 5 attack. So that is an improvement, but they're still very slow. And so you're pretty much going to have to fight like 1 unit for each city in Saber's empire. But I think that's actually okay. Saber doesn't have that many cities, and one of them doesn't even have a unit in it. Nigeria's still doing this. Yeah, that's a pain in the ass. That's a real pain in the ass. Lost his uranium too. Has to rehook. Yeah. I think if you load 2 loaded transport, or even like 1.5 loaded transports, Shubra and Biz. Oh, from the southern angle. I like that. Biz will just be coming. Biz will have the government prompt, actually, I think. He's an anarchy, right? Oh, no, he is fully entered equality. Okay. So we'll see if this works. Anyway, yeah, like if he just like dumps like a transport and a half on Chongqing, which does not have a hill. Yeah, neither of these are on hills. He could dump it right here, and then he'd have to make up his mind which one to reinforce. Yeah, we could cut the road too, like, and then it's a maximum of 1 per one you're threatening. That's not gonna work, man. Power crews. And who did Ztat land? Did they both land Biz? Wow. Collusion. Okay, 25 Carlot. 25 off Biz. Okay, doing some work there, is that? But yeah, like these two players weakened each other. Let's do a score check again. Carlot is now plus 100. He's down just the 1 city that he lost to Kyle, I believe. He didn't lose anything over here. Yeah, so 294 for Carlot. But Ztat, 254, sorry. I guess Saber and Rab are both plus 25, right? Anyway, Kyle's plus 50. So it looks like Saber and Rab are both ahead of Kyle. Kyle's falling behind here. Yeah, he's behind everyone except Biz, despite being 50 points up. Biz is currently in last place, and having significant issues on top of that. Yeah, Kyle, I guess, was just slow to plant stuff, slow to pump score, and he hasn't been making any offensive plays. He's been locked at home, but like he's got oil. He should be able to do subs now. We can do a test. Now, I think you're lucky if you're Ztat because of this. I think my call would have been just give up the city. No, you have to hold the city. It has your aluminum. Yeah, get walls. I should see some walls here. Is he going for mechs? He's still on power crews left to tank. There you go, take the city. Yeah. Just stack attack. You got like a nuke sub in there? What's going on? Okay, good. Ztat 25 off Biz. He doesn't really have res for anything else, though. He never scouted this coal. Yes, you. The person who just... Yes. Did someone else do that I missed at the same turn? Or it's like, oh, I saw you got this wonder, but... Or I didn't... I don't care what you got. I care what someone else got. Tactics and global conflict. Oh, he can do tanks. Okay, yeah, that's actually pretty good. if you have recycling, if you do like a big upgrade, maybe we'll see. Landings. Oh my God, Carlot playing fucking Class Can at home too. Falsabat is actually vulnerable here. Secor. So he would lose the Ura, so the combat engineer res would be cut. He would also lose the ability to build sub cruises, which I think would be your best bet to like retake Falsabat if you lose it. Oh, Egypt actually invested some stuff to retaking. I guess Egypt had like cruises for a bit. I think if you could just slam some like he's order, right? He's not a quality. If you just slam tanks into Brisbane, there's no is that a hill? It is on a hill. You know what? No, still, I think if you just slam I don't know, like 15 tanks into Brisbane, that'd work. Or you could do cruises on top of that. 7-player game, cruises are still good. You'd need to road up one more tile, but just like even one cruise would go a long way. Like you give him time to reinforce, but he can't reinforce, so giving him time doesn't really matter. You can take as much time to set up the play as you want, as long as you do it within the span of one turn. But I'd be probably clearing prior right now, at least so you have the option. Like, or just get the road here. Looks like that's enough. Okay, tank. Other option is you could road here. If you'd been expanding south, you would have the option to like just stack attack into it, but he's a quality, so maybe not the best idea. Okay, okay, Carlot, take a city, didn't announce it even. Shit, I should say that to everyone. Oh, wow. Same time. How many subcruises you got there, man? Looks like a lot's happening. 3 subcruises. Oh, you're fucked, man. They might trade cities. That'd be an interesting development. Yeah, he can just stack attack, but you have to like... Yeah, like that interaction. Oh, now he can hit Chongqing, yeah. Giza falls. He's now 3 down. He's not dead, but he's 1 city away from dying. Yeah, I think at this point you can't kill Ibadan because you would die in the process. Okay. So, Ztat off biz, 150 total. Grab 50 more off. 75, yeah. Yeah, Saber, you just gotta hold, man. Like you had a new lease on life until you went for this dumb offensive play. Like I think if you get walls in these cities, I don't know if he has subs. He must know that he has battalions. Yeah, and with the aluminum now, he can do power crews. He's lost the ability to combat engineer, but he can do power crews. He could also retake Falsa Bed. You don't get points from that. Who's the player who was down 2? Oh, Rab was down 2. Yeah, Rab's down 2. I guess like Rab would be down, like if he lost Ibadan, he'd be down, he'd only have 1 city left, but I don't think anyone really has a realistic way to take another city. Yeah, but you're fucked. Yeah, take your pick, Rab. There it is. Okay. Nice play. Heli straight from Ibadan. And with this, there's a significant chance that Saber will actually lose behind Byzantine Fire here. So I guess we should talk about the tourney stakes at this point. This is a cash prize tournament. I believe it's like $300 cash. I believe what we talked about was top 5 players get a settlement. I should probably have worked this out before the game. But it'll probably be like 40% of the, or 45% of the pool goes to, oh no, if 5 people, yeah, probably 40%, and then 25%, 20%, 10, 8, 6%, something like that. Probably doesn't add up. That does not add, absolutely does not add up. Should get the point across though. Yeah, so this is typically how the modern CTONs tend to go. There's like a little action at the start when people are like kind of greeting, and some people look to punish, but some people just choose to greed, especially if they're alone to do it safely. And then there's just like a lull period, like turn 25 to turn 35, and then everything just explodes. Just shit just hits the fan. Everything happens all at once. You got multiple people attacking multiple people on the same end of turns. Sometimes attacking the same people at the same time, same end of turn. It's wonderful to see. And Saber was the victim of that. And Byzantine Fire a little too. I do not know what the idea with the equality was. Like, what's your benefit? Like, you can airlift your shit to retake. Some of these cities don't even have airports. Like, what on earth does this government actually offer you aside from the airport? He said he had spies on everybody. What are you going to do with that information? Faisala. Okay, he's retaking a city. Carlot is only down 1 at the moment, so you get your uranium back. I just toss an infantry in there, sure. Just a grab bag of whatever you had on hand. I don't think Carlot has helis, though. He's no oil. No rubbers for Chinook, so there's no chance of reinforce. Okay. Yeah, we don't have to declare that because it's a retake. But he is kind of loading up for a rinse and repeat here, maybe. Okay, he is finally... He has above size 12 cap. God, Order of all the government. Order like doesn't benefit a lot. Like, you do get higher unit support, but typically Order doesn't really struggle with unit support. So it's like free gold for being size 13 if you're like freedom, equality, typically equality, certainly tradition and freedom from unit support. But for Order, that's probably not the case, especially with all these crappy little cities. Yeah, I really hope you know this by now, but yes. As long as we're not the one who planted the city, you get the points for if you take it. Take the same city, even if you loot, you could just give it up intentionally if you wanted to. I don't care. It's 4-seed elimination. You lose 4 cities, you die. So if you can pull that off somehow, be my guest. But you did just see him put 6 units in the city, did you not? Unless you have 2 power cruisers in that boat. Don't think this is going to do what you want to. Landing Kyle. I think Kyle's going to be fine here. Also, with the double border expand in every city, it can be kind of hard to find the enemy when they're playing Order. It's like, where do these borders end in the... Yeah. Okay, he's got the triple border expand in Sao Paulo and Jerusalem. Should be following up in Beersheba, not too long. Cairo. Okay, not sure that will work. That is not his land. Some convoys here. Was that it? Or is there a third person landing somebody? That would piss me off if I'm Kyle, because suddenly I'll have to deal with that. Okay, nice, good. Kyle has managed to. It's Kyle's boat, so I guess he missed him. He has managed to clear out the Explorer here, although Byzantine Fire. How did Byzantine Fire get an Explorer here? What? Okay. No one has even popped these HUDs on these islands. Cool play. Don't think Ztat will. Ztat is down 1. Let's take a look. Down 3. Down 1. Down 2. Down 1. I believe Kyle's the only person here who is not down a city. Okay, Kyle is now forced to attack into this with Bradley's, which is not fun. There goes his entire tank stack. Yeah, oh my god. It's painful. I'd probably just let him. Put a radar tower down at least, man. Like, fuck. Landing city Gaian? Again, oh. Oh, he's got a power cruise in there. Only heals 2 hit points. Maybe a lot of cost, yeah. 1 dead. Oh, he just barely... No, the reinforced clutch! But he's... No, in Peshawar! Oh, with the infantry. Draft. Radar tower. Walking, the artillery is finally doing something. Okay, his dad sweating bullets a bit here, but oh yeah, let's take a check in. What's the score? He got the boat in. I think that covers him. Yeah, but what's the score situation? Rab got 100. So Rab's at 393. Ztat got only 50. If he gets one more, he'd be ahead of Rab, but he has not got one more yet. Carlot is plus 100. I think between Rab and Ztat. Yeah, 270 or 377. Oh yeah, just 3 ahead of Ztat. Yep. We'll see if he falls behind. And he did not get the city crucially. And Biz is holding on. We'll see what Biz relative to Saber is right now. But Ztat is having to deal with all these distractions that are preventing him from finishing off Biz. Let's count these up. He got 75, 100, 125. Yeah. He didn't get anything off Kyle, did he? No. Okay. Lucky he has some combat engineers around with the... Yeah, he still has the harbor, so he can start one per turn in combat engineers, and he's got 11 turns to build up a stack and hit one of these cities. I'd probably just do Suez if he can get transports, but the cruisers here are... Oh, aluminum cut. But Ztat is just not... catching a break here. He's also not able to score pump. It looks like Rab got the convoys away. I don't know how much got loaded up, but he'll have to worry about that convoy threat again. Oh, and Ztat got out. I think before these heal very slowly, so you will have a chance to put the radar tower down and slam into it. Let's see what's in Brisbane. Three units, yeah. So 5 tanks actually would probably kill. If you got it's on a hill. If you got some bad rolls, it could work out poorly. But like definitely 6 tanks or 4 tanks and a cruise missile. Probably 2 cruise missiles would just empty out the city, and they can't get anything in. So Kyle, you should okay. You clean this up. I can't tell you that. That was it. Like Ztat's not down anything else, is he? Oh. I don't think I should tell him this, but he has all the information to piece it together himself. His dad's only, yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. If he's got like a good supply of gold on hand, could be profitable. He'll take Brisbane for sure. Yes, yeah, I remember that. Uh, yeah, so the thing is, with the information that Biz knows, he could piece together. His dad is actually, he's not pumping any more score. I guess if he gets like a propaganda here, he could do it, but he's not building any more cities. I can't think of a safe place for him to do so. I'm worried Kyle will not be able to convert here. Like, having MAs is great, but where are these MAs going to go? Like, this is a freebie. Take it and it's yours. But, yeah, Rabdag, Ztat, and Carlot are 3 big dogs right now. Sorry, hold up. Carlot lost Sao Paulo. He lost Port Said. And he lost Falsabad. So if Carlot loses one more, Carlot is down 3 right now. So Kyle can kill Carlot. If he does that, sooner the better, because Carlot's score will decay at that point. And Carlot is continuing to pump, actually, so he will lose the opportunity to profit from these additional cities that he's built. I think Carlot has safely secured his place ahead of Byzantine Fire and ahead of Saber. But we'll see. And he seems to be running on fumes. This just seems to be a scout boat. There's not much. Yeah, 15 combat engineers. I guess he might have a loaded boat somewhere. Can't, and that's not a risk. So Byzantine Fire knows that no one retook these 2 cities, so Byzantine Fire can safely say that Ztat is not up or down any additional cities. Rab's down 2, right? So if he if he takes one and it gets retaken, then he pretty much shuts off his ability to do any more plays until like the very end of the game. Landing Biz end of turn. Let's see how this goes. I think this would kill Carlot, potentially. What are these shitty little plays? Because Ztat can just like... Oh, is that going to work? Oh! Clutch, okay. That's legal reinforce. Damn, okay. But I don't think he wants to take that city. If he takes that city, Ztat will 100% retake it. Ztat will just barrel... That was legal. Okay, welcome back. So to replicate the combat, we're just having Biz disband. You should probably disband outside the city, otherwise you get shields from the disband. This should be fine. Okay. Great. So 3 power cruise. Oh, I guess he's just been sitting on his power cruises. You're not going to need 3 power cruises here, buddy. 3 power cruises, 1 tank will take the city. Or you can do fewer power cruises and more tanks. I guess with the power cruises, they're here. 6 turns left, they're here. 5 turns left, they're here, but they can't fire until 4 turns left. So 4 turns left, he'll get the city. Almost certainly. I'm wondering if that's enough time to set up a play on somebody else. I think it is not. I do not have any reason to believe that it is. Keep fishing, Rab. I love these random ass transports with like 12 units, 12 shitty units. With shitty 1-move units. Jerusalem might be an angle. He can reinforce, but there might only be 1 unit there. It could be worth it. Aside from that, Ashdod, it'd have to be Ashdod. I don't think he'd ever, even if he goes for Jerusalem, I think he'd fuck up. So, I think Kyle is safe on that front. I think Rab's real threat right now, it might be Ztat. Is he trying to get vision? He could pillage this. He gets a radar tower. They do not see each other, though. If I was Ztat, I would have way earlier. I would have cleaned off this road. Well, you should not give up that road. And you also actually don't need to really guard Schuber that much. If you lose it, you don't have the aluminum from it anymore. And if you lose it, you can just retake it. And you get points for retaking it, right? Because it's not a city that you planted. Anyway, we're doing a little light pumping with Joss. He's not able to pump as easily because he's not order or quality. Cathedral is more expensive, like 35 shields. So he's got the border expand in his core cities, but not anywhere else. This is one of the advantages that order has, and one of the reasons why order is so good in CTONs. Yeah, and teamers, like with Huts or even in CTONs, the way it's supposed to work is you stomp early as order with your strong early game, and then by late game, it just doesn't matter. Like, you just pump score and ride the storm and place first or place highly. Pillages and goes home. Yeah, that's a good call. And Ztat should not let that happen. He should have absolutely taken this tile. Now, in one thing else, Kyle's probably kill this destroyer if he wanted to. Okay, so Kyle now has MA. Suez. Oh. What's the angle? Oh, the transport's in Giza. Does he have recon? How does he know that the cruisers are gone? Okay. Just numpadding it, okay. That should work. No reason to believe that will not work. The city is empty. I think at this point, Zdatis might even prefer if Carlot gets Port Said. I wonder if Carlot's going to realize what's happening. Okay, he had a lot in Port Said. Yeah, Zdat 25. Okay, that is the same as planting another city, so it does impact the score race a bit. This catches Rab is only plus 100. Yeah, so Zdat was actually already ahead of Rab. Now he is solidly ahead of Rab. And also ahead of Carlot. I'm not sure about Carlot versus Rab. I think that's tight. I think Carlot actually has a narrow lead because Carlot has actually been effective at pumping score here. But Carlot is just going to die unless Kyle fucks this up. He did build this road. Yeah, so he can cruise. Oh my god, Kyle. Like, doing this soon is relevant too. I think there's a good chance that Carlot, with 5 turns left, Carlot could 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you could just, if you play this right, you could fortify everything, cruise 3 times, and go in with 1 MA. Anyway. Ztat looks like he has shored up his defenses against Rabdag, against the convoy threat. Has a couple boats in the water. He just naked transport there with numpad. Fascinating. Kyle does have a. Does Carlot see that? What? Okay, what's going on right now? Okay, so Australia. What is the name of the city? Brisbane? It is Brisbane. Oh, lucky guess for me. Oh, Kyle, man, you fucked this up. You fucked this up so hard. What's in the transport? Nobody is targeting Carlot. That is kind of wild. I guess Halu died, right? That's he killed Halu. That's the reaping the benefits of that. Although a transport for Pakistan. I can't believe this is such a heist from Carlot. He's going to get second place here. I think Ztat has pretty safely secured first. Yeah. Port expand and Schubert too. That should do it. Sao Paulo. Oh, he was setting up an offensive play. Okay. We got 4 plays happening at once. Oh my god, this is gonna be a wild ass turn. And Kyle's involved 3 times, and Rabdag's involved twice. And Carlot's involved twice. Okay, let's see how this goes. Does he have the troop movement? I think he does. He could just drag and drop if there's units there. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. Kyle, just hit the city, Kyle. If you kill him, he's down 3, Kyle. If you get his city, he's dead. No, he gets the transport, and oh my god. How does Kyle still have units? And looks like his dad fucked. What happened there? Okay, Rab 25 off Kyle. Okay, Kyle retakes. Rab actually cannot take any more cities or else he risks dying here, but there's 3 turns left, so that's not the biggest concern. But that would move Ztat into first place. Wow. Oh! Wait, no, he must have global conflict. I was thinking maybe, if he doesn't have global conflict, then the crews would just get disbanded. Like, he dumped 3 mini crews, and then he had 1 in the stack, too. Looks like it's still here. Pro move. Let's evaluate, though. Rab is... I just think Ztat is still ahead. Yeah, Ztat's plus 75, Rab's plus 125. But that's not enough. Okay, what is in Kyle's boat? Where did these come from? Did he just unload and walk back? Damn. Yeah, well, you bought enough time. You 100%. Like, I think there was the risk that he would place... No, I think Rab has actually probably overtook Carlot with that. They're both plus 125, yeah. So, I don't think him dying makes any difference here. As Israel, you just need to get the city. Not in a hurry at all, okay. You're gonna cruise this? You're just gonna let him reinforce? There you go. Okay. Let me save. Oh, it actually didn't crash. Okay, 25 more for Kyle. So that does 2 things for Kyle. It gives him 25 points. And it also gets rid of, it also decays Carlot's score, but I don't think the decay factor is going to be very relevant. Does this, Kyle's plus 75, but like Ztat's 130, like just 122 points, just native. Call? Okay, we'll see if we call. But yeah, I think that's how things are going to end. So first place will be, if I'm not mistaken, will be Ztat, then Rabdag, Carlot, Kyle, Byzantine Fire, Saber, and then Halu. And I'll have to check if Saber was ahead of Byzantine Fire. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Catch you guys for game 2 of the playoffs.